Hey, what's up, everyone, and welcome back to Gaming with Geronimo. And today, we're doing something special, and this one's by request. Shout out to David Hill 1911 for asking me to jump into Age of Empires 2 with one of the newer civilizations. Now for a little backstory. I've been playing Age of Empires 2 since way back around, year 2000, 2001. The game was released in 1999. And I still remember buying the Age of Kings and Conquerors expansion on disc. And yeah, I still have the CDs and the old booklet right here. Check it out. Age of Empires. Got the disc. Conquerors expansion. Disc. And then, of course, we got the book right here. Ready to roll. So, really cool. We're going to open it up, go to the different pages in there. We got the, where is it at? Yeah. Tech tree. We got the different techs in here, different setups. Yeah, so really cool. Sadly, I don't have the original box anymore, but this right here, this is the start of it all. But today we're firing up the definitive edition on Steam. Better graphics, better sound, tons of new civilizations to try, and even mods to keep the game fresh. So as we take a pause from some of the other games on the channel, let's roll back to where it all started and hook up my guy David with a full Age of Empires 2 playthrough. Let's get into it. All right, here we go. We're getting into the Age of Empires Definitive Edition now. So really quick, there'll be a little adjustment in sound, but I just wanted to show on the screen. I'm going to move the webcam. And just really quick, as you can see, we have Age of Empires Definitive Edition, Return of Rome, and the Chronicles. So anyway, let's get back into it. So there's a lot of different settings that we can go into in here. Just so you know, one of the things that I do not like about this game, the added things in the interface, is in the audio they have what's called a narrator volume, and that narrator will speak over everything that you hover your mouse over. So I've turned it off, but I left the menu narration on. So every time I clicked out of the screen into my computer and then back onto the screen, the narrator voice would come back on. So one of the ways to fix that is coming over here to the menu narration and then just checking that off. And then that way when you click out, that narrator voice doesn't come back on. But here we have your hotkeys you can set up, your game setup, your audio. We got the music volume down a little bit, the graphics, and we're going to do full screen, custom, and we're going to be zoomed out just a little bit. And then we have our interface, which I'm leaving everything else on there pretty standard to how the game is originally played. All right, let's get into it. So here we are. We're going to get into single player mode. Now you can do campaigns or you can do skirmish. If you want me to do some campaigns, let me know down in the comments, and I'll be happy and glad to do the campaigns. If you want to see how I do on a certain difficulty level, let me know. If you want to see me get smashed on the extreme level, because I absolutely would get crushed, probably in record time. And there's a reason for that, and we'll talk about it as the game is playing. But we're going to get into skirmish. And as you can see, I have my name set up here, and I have 4 different AI folks to go against. So we're just going to do that. Over here on the right, I'm going to have all of the civilization sets activated so I can have the most selection possible. We're going to do a medium player size map. We'll just go ahead and do coastal. That's fine. And we're going to be doing the easiest difficulty. Now, if I do on standard, I'm sorry, guys. I haven't played this game in so long. I just get crushed. And so I got to work on it and kind of work on my build. But I'll kind of go through my mindset of what I'm thinking when I'm playing. But we're going to go ahead and go on the easiest mode, but we're going to keep everything else standard and normal. Standard resources, population at 200, which is the default from the original game. Game speed's normal. Reveal map is normal. So the Fog of War will be normal. Starting age standard, ending age standard. And the victory is conquest. The only thing I'm really doing down here in the advanced settings is locking the speed. So what does this do? This is selected to prevent players from changing the speed after the game starts. So this keeps the AI locked in to their speed. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and I'm going to check my civilization. So David Hill 1911 requested that I do a new civilization gameplay, and so that's what I'm doing for you, bud. In here we got everything that I've starred on here is a new civilization from the original game. Now there are more, and you see these down here on the bottom that we can go to. I don't have that expansion pack or that mod pack purchased and downloaded. So with that, the Bengalis, the Bohemians, the Burgundians, we have the Dravidians. They're pretty vicious. If we just click on them, we can see here to the right. I'll take a quick pause. Bohemians, see to the right. We got the Davidians. This is what they have to the right. We got the Gurjaras. This is what we have to the right, and their unique units. And then we get down over here, the Poles, so your Polish cavalry civilization. And then we have down here the Sicilians. And Sicilians is pretty interesting too. But there is some, all of them have their upsides and their downsides. But we're going to go with the Poles today. So with that, let's go ahead and get into the game and let's start the game. All right, here we are. We're starting with a desert map. So really up front, just a couple things. We got up here on the top, we got our wood. We got our we start with 200 wood, 200 food, 100 gold, and 200 stone, and we got 4 of 5 on our population. And then we have over here, this is the idle villagers. So if we have any idle villagers, if you just click this button, it will go to any of your idle villagers. If you want to go straight to your town center because you're somewhere on the map, just click up here and this will connect you in your town center so you can start doing your building. And then right now we're wasting a lot of time because these other civilizations are getting to work, and unfortunately the AI has a little bit of cheating in the algorithm, so they go through a lot faster than I can produce. So let's get into this. So I'm going to take these villagers, I'm going to bring them into the middle. I'm going to take over here. This is my scout cavalry. I'm going to let that scout go around the map and find everything for me. So the first thing I want to do is I want to grab these sheep and I want to put them into my town center area, kind of as a protection, because I can ring my bell in the town center, which is here, and then have my my villagers go into the town center, and then they'll actually shoot arrows out and kill anybody that's surrounding the town center. But I'm going to hit here, send villagers back to work. I'm going to take 2 of them right now, and I'm going to get them immediately into taking these sheep down to start collecting me food. And then the other person, I'm going to have them start collecting me wood. Now, typically, I would go straight into food and do only food because we want to get as many villagers as possible to start things out. And then we want to be able, and this is stone right here, so eventually we'll go in and work on stone. All right, so villagers are going to work. They're doing their thing. Let me go ahead and build another villager because I have a population of 4 out of 5, so I can get 1 more villager while I go ahead and get this Fog of War out. Also, your Dark Ages are critical. You know, get as much done as you can in a period of time. Let's I'm going to get these sheep over here. Now, really quick, these sheep, if there's an enemy around, they can actually convert them and then steal them from you. So I have this village that was built, and when they stop, if you notice in the top, they'll become idle.
Gotowa jest. Rozkazania.
Right? So
Witaj,
now I'm
twój
centered
mój,
on them.
tak?
So what I'm going to do right now,
Natychmiast wykonam.
if I look on my map down here in the bottom right, what is this telling me? Well, I'm in the upper right corner of the map, so behind me I shouldn't have any issues of enemies coming at me, at least directly. So I'm going to come over here, and just a little ways away, I'm just going to start building houses. What does this even mean? Well, these houses obviously help my population, but they'll increase it by 5 every time. But what I want to do is get a 15 bump in my housing. That'll give me a total of 20 villagers that I can get. I'm actually going to build 4 houses because I want to get my population to about 22 before I move to the feudal age. So that was one. That little clicking sound was one house built. So down here in the bottom, we have our buildings and we have our military buildings. So if I click buildings, I can build a house. I can build a folwark, which is kind of like a mill, if you will. You got your mining camps for your rock or your stone and your gold. You got your wood camps or lumber camps. You got your docks for any building in the water that you want to do. And then you got your farm that you can build. Once you build a folwark, you can start building farms. You got your blacksmith, your market, your monastery, your university, your town center, which will be much later we get, and then a wonder. And then you scroll over here and you got your barracks that you can build, your archery range, your stable, your workshop. And then you got an outpost that you can put somewhere on the map. It doesn't fire anything, but it'll warn you whenever enemies are in your area. And then you can start building some low protective walls, at least to force the enemies to go around and buy you a little time. We're not going to be building any of that right now. We got our 3 or 4 houses. That gives me a total of 25 total villagers that I can hit. And I got the food going up pretty quick. I need 500 food to go to the next age. There is an enemy right now. They're going around scouting my area. So I'm going to try to get the fog of war revealed in the immediate surrounding of my area, and then I'm going to turn this cavalry scout out. I'm gonna go ahead and hit control and a number. I'm gonna hit control 5, and this scout is going to. I'm gonna let him travel the map. That's their cav scout, but I'm gonna let him travel the map and reveal where the enemies are at for me while I'm continuing to build. This is a fruit bush, so there I can harvest and collect food. This is a wild boar. I can collect food from him, but he will attack my villagers. So it's absolutely critical that I have a group of villagers when I want to go ahead and go after that. All right, so I'm going to get my immediate surroundings checked out here. All in the meanwhile, I'm going to move my gather point. I'm going to put it out here so my villagers come out a little bit. And now I'm going to go for as many villagers as food will let me have. All right, so I'm not worried about the trees behind me, so I'll start a lumber camp in the trees behind me. And I'll let him start, or I'll let this this villager start working on gathering trees. Now we're at 180, so really quick, I'm going to go out here and put up a dock. And what's the benefit of doing the dock? Well, it's another way that I can gather food if my villagers need to be doing something else. It only costs me wood to build ships, but each fishing ship that I build or galley that I build takes a population spot from my civilization. So any of you that play Civilization, I'm a big Civilization 6 fan, and I have Civilization 6 on the Nintendo Switch. So I have the console version, the PC version, and I have it on my mobile phone, which you get from Netflix, for being a Netflix member. So with that said, there's a lot of things that Civilization inherited from the Age of Empires series. And if you're interested in Civ 6 gameplay, let me know and I will put it up. A good person to reach out to that if you want to watch content is Potato McWhiskey. He's pretty solid. He can definitely give you a big rundown of how to play Civ 6.
Witajcie.
I haven't bought Civ 7 yet. I'm still waiting on it. I'm not convinced that
Tak też
it's
uczynię.
right for me at the moment. All right, so these guys have finished with the sheep and the geese, or the birds that we had.
Rozkazania.
So now what we're going to do is we're going to come over here and start grabbing all these berries. And how I'm going to do that is I'm going to build a fallwork, and I'm going to build it over here to this side. And as soon as I build that, all of these villagers are going to immediately start collecting these bushes. And it's going to go really quick. Now I'm going to do something with this guy, is I'm going to create a mining camp. And we're going to start, you know, once I reach 100 wood, doing a mining camp here with the gold. But in the meantime, I'm going to have him go ahead and start collecting the gold.
Gotów jestem.
And I'm going to have this guy start collecting the stone as well. But I'm going to keep
Drwal.
knocking these trees out over here. Now this little bar that's above the bush, this is actually telling us, you know, that the berries are going down that fast because I got a large group dealing with them. Now you can see over here, build a fishing ship. It cost me 75 wood. I can build a transport ship for 125 wood, and I can transport my villagers and army around.
Witajcie.
All right. So we're going to wait on that. We're going to come over here. The next thing I want to try to build, if I can, is a barracks as well. So I need to get a barracks going, and I'm probably going to build it somewhere over in here. All right, so back to my scout. What I'm going to do is click down here on Auto Scout, and he's going to move around and reveal the Fog of War for me. So you're going to see the map slowly start getting good. Also in this game, you might see me fast forward a little bit, just some of the more dry parts. So when I got something important to say, I might slow it down a little bit, just because this game might take some time. All right. So over here, I have the automatic farm already toggled on. If I toggle it once, it turns it off. I'm going to turn it on. It's highlighted now. And what that means is
Gotowa jest.
my villagers that I have working on farms, building a farm here was 60. These guys will actually automatically reseed it once it's finished harvesting. So we're going to go ahead and get 6 more, 6, 7, 8, 9 more, and that should do us. Essentially, I'm going to have a couple working on the stone and gold. I'm going to have another, I'm going to have probably about 3 or 4 working on wood, and everything else working on gathering me food to get my food resources. As I build ships, I might get more. I might use villagers for other things. So I'm going to build 3 ships for now. I'm going to set my gather point kind of out a little bit, so the ships go out and I can see them out in the water and know that they're idle.
Tak,
All right.
też uczynię. Pojmuję.
All
Rozkazania.
right, so we're going to do this one. I don't have 60 yet. As soon as I have 60, I'm going to build a farm here.
Rozkazania.
I'm going to build a farm
Natychmiast
here.
wykonam. Gotowa jest.
And then I'm going to build a farm here. And you're going to see
Tak.
kind of
Rozkazania.
what I'm trying to do.
Natychmiast
Use a
wykonam.
kind of little symmetrical type of setup.
Pojmuję.
Witajcie.
And it'll make sense a little later in the game.
Sprawiacz. Rozkazania. Tak też uczynię.
So my mining camp I'm going to put here in the center, in between these, so that way all resources can be just gathered here in the center. You can see it down here on the bottom. My scout has been looking around, so I can follow him just by clicking on the map. I can go to places where he's been. So I see a lumber camp there. I see a fishing dock there. So he's looking around here, and I can kind of follow him where he's going, right? And just kind of see what he's revealing. Or I can go to who's idle.
Witajcie. Rozkazania.
Right, so this guy, I'm going to move right here in the middle, because as soon as I hit that 100, I'm building a mining camp.
Tak.
And then this one, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to build a mining camp
Natychmiast
up here.
wykonam. Gotów jestem.
And then the
Tak
rest of
też
these
uczynię.
folks, I'm
Tak.
going to use them to build
Tak.
my mill. So
Witajcie.
these guys, I'm going to come over here and just
Łowiec
destroy this
zwierzyny.
boar, and then we'll watch how that goes, and then they will gather the food and bring it here to the mill.
Gotów jest.
And that was good that it happened because I'll show you something else as well.
Natychmiast wykonam. Pojmuję.
That'll be beneficial as you're playing your game if you're new to this game. So I'm right-clicking to go anywhere I need to go, and then left-clicking to kind of get out of that selection menu.
Witajcie.
Let's do a mining camp here. Set it off to the side.
Tak.
This is my builder. I'm going to bring her back up here, and I'm going to build me a couple more houses.
Jestem sprawiaczką.
Houses only cost me 25, so I can go a little crazy on building them. It's not very symmetrical, is it?
Jestem sprawiaczką. Gotowa jest. Jestem sprawiaczką.
All right, let me get to 100. I'm going to build one more mining camp, and then I'm going to focus these guys here. So these guys are done with the food. So now what I can do,
Tak.
Rozkazania?
I can take this person over here, and I can try to lure that boar. Well, that's not going to work right now. What I can do is I can get fish, and while I'm getting these fish, they will go back and bring it to this millwork. I'm also going to come over here and put these guys on these fish, and they're going to start gathering, so you're going to start seeing my food go up here really quick. So right now, I'm going to go ahead and do the researching the loom, and then we're going to go ahead and advance to the next age.
Tak.
This guy is going to build a mining camp right here in the middle.
Sprawiacz.
Bam. Once this is done, he'll go and start collecting things that he needs to collect, and then I should have all these camps doing its thing. So we'll start seeing this gold and stone going up, and that's important because some of the military I can't build unless I have gold. So we're going to build this farm. So I line it up perfectly, and I go up one set of squares. I do the same thing with this one. It's not quite ready.
Tak też uczynię. Tak. Witajcie.
All right. Let's get another house here. All right, so we're doing a receipt. They've already finished that fish, so they're going to just keep fishing for me. And this is that fishing area. We call that a fish dorado. And these are fish snappers. And these are shore fish. So my villagers can go after shore fish, which is really cool. So I have a population ability of 45, or limit of 45, so I can keep pushing people out, but I gotta wait until my research is done, which it is. So I'm gonna go ahead and research these two things, and then I'm gonna go ahead and pump out probably another 10 more villagers. And then I'm gonna start trying to build my military. I'm gonna start getting these lumber and golden stone going. All right, so in the lumber camp, I need 100 food and 50 wood in order for that lumber camp to be leveled up and earn the double bit axe. It just makes chopping wood just a little bit faster.
Gotowa
So we're going to go ahead and get this person put, so I'm going one space over.
Tak. Natychmiast wykonam.
That's really weird.
Pojmuję.
Didn't do anything. Just wasted 60 wood for nothing. That's weird. All right, there's some sheep down here. So I'm going to go ahead and get those sheep.
Pojmuję. Tak też uczynię.
So I'm actually going to bring those sheep over closer to there. And then I'm going to go ahead and start harvesting that.
Witajcie. Drwal.
Witajcie.
All right, let's try this again.
Jestem sprawiaczką.
There we go.
Rozkazania? Drwal. Gotowam jest. Zbieram.
Rozkazania. Natychmiast wykonam.
So I like this wall that's down here. What's really cool about that wall is it acts as a barrier for me. So I'm probably going to leverage that as well.
Tak.
So I'm just waiting, and we're going to do a lumber camp with this person. I'm going to bring this person over here and start collecting stone. So I got 2 working on each one of these golds. It'll be a while. Now I can build a lumber camp here. And then next thing is going to be the barracks.
Rozkazania.
Alright, so they got their fish. That's good. Let's get them over here to get these fish. Alright, so the other guys advanced to the feudal age, so I gotta get the A game up. And part of that is getting my barracks built, among a few other things. So let's see.
Tak.
Let's go over here. We're gonna get barracks built here in a minute.
Gotów jestem.
Let's get some more food going. Alright, so I'm going to knock this wood out really quick, and my wood's going to start going out really fast. And that's what we want. Do the same thing over here with the gold. Gold is going to go up fast. And then this guy, it's going to be perfect there for the barracks. 175, and then we go over here. I need 150 for the blacksmith, which we need as well. So I'll get the barracks and the blacksmith, and I should be able to advance. Let's speed up our gold. So gathers gold and stone 15% faster.
Gotowa.
So those already gathered all of those things, so I'm just going to come over here and start working on gathering more wood. And I'm going to leverage this here. More stone. Alright, so the next build is the barracks, and then we should be good. You can build fish traps, so once your ships start getting too far out, you just put the fish traps right in front of your dock, and then they will harvest fish, very similar to how the farms work. Alright, so I'm going to stop it at 40 villagers, and then I'm going to start building my army. It's not really 40 because I have my Cav Scout. So I'm going to build one more. There we go. So I have 40 villagers and 1 Cav Scout. Well, no, I have the 3 boats too. Lost account for that. Alright, so our wood is up quite a bit. I'm going to go ahead and build this barracks right here.
Jestem sprawiaczką.
There it is. Oh, trap my guy in there.
Tak też uczynię.
So let's delete.
Gotowam jest. Pojmuję.
Go over here. I ended up trapping my
Jestem sprawiaczką.
villager in there, and so because it was caught in this little pocket of trees, and until we get all these trees out, it would just be stuck there. Alright, so we're going to get this person over here, we get this villager over here, we're going to start getting those stones down, get this one over here. Now, I want to protect these farms, so what I'm going to do is build a tower, and I like these squares in here, so I'm going to build this tower on this corner. I'm going to build this tower on this corner. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to build this wall straight across. So you're going to see kind of where I'm going with this. And then I'm going to build this gate kind of right here. Don't worry, I didn't lose any stone for putting that gate on top of that wall because the wall wasn't created yet. So this allows my villagers from here to enter into the town center area through the gate. But if I leave a wall, then you're not able to get to it from there. You have to go around it. But you'll see where I'm going with this. Alright. So yeah, I labeled these villagers as 1, and they're going to be my builders. Alright, so these guys are idle. Let's bring them down here, and I'm going to have that boar chase them. So one of my enemies already went to the castle age, so I'm really behind. So you see the boar is chasing them, and he's damaging or hurting him. So I'm going to turn around once we get a little bit closer and then attack him, so then we don't have to go so far from the little mill there. And go. And then my guy here, I'm going to bring him back here. And there it is. Alright, so we're finishing up. So I have this little tower right here will protect me, and then I have another tower here. I have the gate, and then I have these stone walls. So they're pretty strong, and that'll be nice. I'm going to pop another tower here in the corner. I'm going to build some walls up here. And on this side, I'm actually not going to put a gate, which is I'm going to force the adversary enemies to go around my walls and not have a gate to access. Okay, so we can research the horse collar. Farms provide plus 75 food, so they go on a little bit longer. We want to research gill nets. That'll help out with fishing. So we're ready to go up another age. So we need 800 food, 200 gold, and another feudal building. We have everything we need. So what we're going to do is we'll build us our blacksmith, and that should be good. So we're going to go ahead and use these guys to get all these trees, and our lumber is going to go up even faster. So we're going to go over here, do a blacksmith.
Jestem sprawiaczką.
And then probably come down here and do a
Jestem
market.
sprawiaczką.
So I'm putting another dock here, so as my little fishing ships go out, if they go up here, they can bring the food to this dock too. So I like to stagger my docks along the coast if I can. All right, let's start upgrading these, and we're gonna upgrade that. So we're going to the castle age. Catch up to these other guys. In the meantime, this barracks is updated. Now, I can choose to get a man-at-arms, which is 50 food or 20 gold, or I can go with the spearman, which is 35 food and 25 wood. Well, I got a lot of food and wood, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pop this one kind of right here out in the open, and then I'm just going to go ahead and gather 4 of those. And there is my scout. He's still going around. Hasn't got much damage done, and no damage done to him. So he's still out running around. He's revealed the whole map for me. So that's good. So I'm actually going to keep him here now and help me out with fighting if I need to protect my base. All right. So pressed 1. Got those. I have 4 idle. I'm going to hit 1, get all of them, and we're going to pop over here. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to do the archery. So I'm going to build archery there. And then after I build archery, I'm probably going to need to build some more houses. Now here's another wall. This benefits me. If I can use it right, I can kind of block off the area and force the enemies to go around. All right, so we went up another level. So I just go through all the buildings and try to level up what I need to. Definitely going to level up the lumber mill. Definitely going to level up the stone. We got a lot of things working right now, and that's good. One thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here and I'm going to build a wall, a wall through here. And why I'm doing that is I'm forcing the enemy to funnel through this area. I want them to funnel through this area. This little marsh area, they can walk across. So I want them to kind of come down this area. So the only way they're going to get through here is if they cut these trees down, and we haven't gotten to that point yet. So I got to use the land kind of at my advantage. Yeah. So I want to go into the trees there, and then at the end, I want to go ahead and put a tower. Those guys are doing their thing. I'm going to label these guys at 5. What I like to do is set them in this staggered formation and put them in defensive stance. If I put them in aggressive stance, they'll follow anything away from me and end up getting killed. So I just like to keep it simple. So enemy is probably going to come in through this way, so I'm just going to come down here and kind of block this. All right, so these guys are finishing this up for me. This right here is a Arabian wolf. It will attack my villagers. So what would be good is if I take these guys and just come over here and kill it really quick. Do another tower here, so we got the 2 towers. Now, if I hit the little bell, my villagers will actually go into the towers and into the town center. So if you see, I put down here where they needed to go. These had to go around because you can't go into here. Now what's good right here is to start putting towers all along right here, and this becomes a kill zone. So I like to alternate towers. 2, 1, and you'll see why later. Once again, this is going to be a kill corridor here. I'm going to take that lumberjack. I want to start building because I need houses. So we're going to come over here, and I'm just going to start building houses. Fishing boats are here going to there, so that's good. And then I'll build another one down here, and then they'll just keep moving down. I have no idle villagers. We're ready to move. We're not ready to move up to the next. Build some walls down here. I just want to build walls that forces them to go under the corridor. So I put the wall here in the water, and I see it's red, so I can't go in there. So I can go right here along the edge.
Lasagna.
I want that kill zone to be a little bit smaller. Got to come down this corridor. They're going to be hit with all these towers, and then I'm going to put towers right here, and they're going to get hit by those. So right here becomes a kill zone. Then that will help protect me there. I want to do something similar. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and build 2 stables, and this will just allow me to pump out 2 knights relatively quick. Alright, I don't want to do all of these trees. I want to use them. I want to be able to use those trees for coverage. Putting a couple towers here in case they come on this side, and that'll help this tower fortify it. Alright, so I'm going to take these villagers over here. I'm going to create another mining camp and let them go. We're almost at 10,000 wood and almost 4,000 food, 3,000 gold, 893 stone. So we definitely need more stone because of all of these walls that I'm building. This is a good corridor here, so this kind of protects my area. So if they want to try to come in through this way, they're going to have to work for it. I'm going to leave these trees here for as long as I can. So these ships are going all the way down here, so I need to start getting docks down in that area. Get our monastery built, build monks. Those monks will come out and be able to heal and convert enemies in other buildings. I need to go and start being a nuisance. I do need more stone though, or I'm not going to be able to build any castles. And we'll just get this built right here. And that is going to be our university. Alright, somebody's attacking me. It's over here. Alright. So these guys, let's just get them over here. So he probably came in through here. Down here is where the red is at. So we're gonna, these guys. So we'll go over here and get this guy handled. Building that, and then we're going to come down here and fortify this area so they can't just come in. Use this as an automatic barricade. Probably going to barricade from here. So we went into the Imperial Age. We're going to have some upgrades that we're going to need to do. But before we do that, let's get over here. Let's get a tower in here. Part of that kill chain. And then we're going to create kind of a wall to come across here. I want to make them go around. I want them to come through and funnel through. It's going to create kind of a wall around here. They have to come around and come through this area. So so there's only one way to get into my area right now.
Gotów jest.
So now you have to either break through these walls or go into the area. So they're funneled here and they gotta come in here. We're definitely in need of stone. I need to do some kind of trade route. 4 of those guys built. They're gonna come over here. I'll have a pop right there. And then we're gonna start trade routes. And that trade routes will give me other resources.
Tak. Naprawiam.
Let's go ahead and protect or get that boat or that dock fixed. Now that we have a trade cart, we want to try to find out where their trading post is. So let's get this guy and let's go down and check it out. In the kill zone, gets that guy killed before he comes up. And there he is. That's the market. So that's where I want to go. And we want him to no attack stance for now. I just want my trade guy to come over here and trade. So he's already going to work. Let's go ahead and get this guy to go over. We're going to just keep trading with this guy for now and get some resources. Not much stone resources in this one. There's some stone there. Alright, we're going to have him roam around for now.
Rozkazania.
It doesn't matter where you set these houses up because these houses are nobody goes in or out of them. They just bump your population up. So now if I go to my trade center, I want to buy stone. So 203 gold. Yeah, so I can spend some gold and buy some stone. Kind of expensive though. So now that this monk is over here, he'll automatically heal my guys up. Monk will always heal these guys up because he's with them close by. As soon as they're done hunting, they'll actually automatically hunt whatever's close by and then they'll become idle. Got 9 idle. Okay, we got cart idle. Let's go ahead and get some more trade. So, fish trap rebuilding is toggled on, so they should build their traps automatically when they're done. And each trap gives me 750-ish food.
Rozkazania.
Click on that cart. He's got me 43 gold in the trade, so these trade carts will bump up my gold for me. We have the ability to go 105. I need enough gold so I can buy a
Rozkazania.
or build a castle, but I can't. I need 650. So I may have to buy it, give me the 650. And there we go. Now I can build a castle. Let's either go through my town center and up through here is the fastest route. So my castle I'm probably going to build right here in this area because it will protect me. So if anything gets through here, a castle will be kind of a first line of defense before they start coming out in here. Alright, so we're going to build our castle. That'll be pretty much everything. And if we don't get any more stone, that's okay. I think right now we're at a good space. And now we're going to start wreaking havoc on the enemy. Now, if we were playing in a harder version of this, yeah, we would have gotten crushed already. So just double checking any upgrades that I might still need to do. Get those knocked out. So we'll get all this gold over here with this group. And we're going to kill that wolf. And then I'm going to bring one of these monks over here to heal my villagers.
Oczywiście.
And stay with them. Alright, castle's done. Now we're going to upgrade all things to the castle. Not enough gold. And now we're kind of done building. At least for now. I'm going to put a little farther away so we don't bundle up next to each other. And then these guys will automatically go after that. So these guys I'm going to set over here for now because what they can do is they can try to convert people as they come through. So we need 4,200 gold in order to reveal all enemy units and buildings and show their line of sight. So it's a little ways to go, but that'll definitely be nice. Alright, so these guys, same thing, gonna build it a little ways away just so they're not bunched up all together. Food should be going out relatively quick. I'm gonna end up converting that building at some point. Actually start building these elite books because they're really strong. That's going to be the core of my army. So we're building 15 of them, so we can only build 15 at a time max. And now we're getting ready to go and just crush them and just be done with this game. I really want to get their monastery and knock that out, which is right here. You see that flag? That means that they actually have relics in there. So I'm going to try to destroy their monastery really quick, but you got all these knights there. They're going to be a little bit of a pain. So I might just attack like one of these outskirts building and make them come to me a little bit and then kind of lure them into the kill zone. So when that cavalier comes, I'm going to actually take him down and try to lure the enemy towards me. This guy's going to get a rude awakening. He's getting ready to get smashed. So that's got their attention. And now they're going to come after me. Pause. Go. 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 I'm gonna put them back here so that way they're gonna get healed by the monks. I'm not gonna chase him. We're gonna go back down. Get these guys to chase me again. Alright, so by me creating these walls here, I'm going to create a little funnel for everybody to come through here. This is getting ready to get really interesting because I got a little bit of stone left to do one of the things I've been wanting to do. It's going to be right here, this bombard tower. 125 stone, 100 gold. Once we have that, we're going to be in lock, and it's going to be hard for anybody to come through here. And there it is. Bombard tower here. Bombard tower here. And bombard tower here. And there it is. So I'm leaving these guys here. They're going to all be very aggressive, and these guys are not. These guys are defensive. So now that that's all done, I can start luring because those towers will be ready by the time these guys come out. See, they're getting ready. They know what's up. So I'm going to come down here and attack. As soon as I get in the range, they're going to know. Alright, so that group is done. We'll go over and do the same thing again. Wonderful cherry Coke. Get my sugar from sitting down here. All right, so those guys all got healed up. That's good. And so now we're going to send the next one out. And then this should lure them down enough to get their army weak enough, because it's going to take them a long time to replenish them. So I'm going to attack one more time, and then we're just going to go through and wipe them all out. Alright, so they're weak enough. I'm going to just go over and just annihilate them. So we're getting ready to wipe out that civilization, and then we'll start going through the rest of them. And we are off. I don't want to take on that right now, but we're going to go there. We're going to go there. I want to get that, knock that out, and then we are going to knock that out. And here it goes. That's it. They surrendered. So now we'll take these guys, get them over here, get these guys over here, get these guys over here. There's a reason, because I want to save everything. So let them come on over here. And this waiting for that one. So waiting for that one. Alright, so we go here. So right now what you're seeing is this little white bar above them, where the blue bar is. That's them getting their faith back, so that way they can convert again. So once that bar is all the way back up, they're good. and we're gonna funnel them to come around here. They got an elephant. Now the elephant's gonna be strong. Yeah, so just kind of had to lure them out. We wanted to work on getting those elephants drawn in, but get those vehicles also destroyed because they did a lot of area damage, or AoE. So now these
Witajcie.
towers are going to start going to work for me. I'm getting ready to destroy this guy. And they're done. And now we wallop through. So I'm going to actually go in here and just take out the town center. I'll do it in waves if I have to, but this should get the town center really quick. And they should surrender. So they quit, they resign, so we got them. So let's go down over here and get healed up. So I have 21 that is idle right now. So what I'm doing here is I'm building these the cannons again, bombardment cannons to get this little kill zone right here. And so now let's go in here and just get these guys. The AoE damage is real. And we are victorious. So here we are, 2 hours into the game. We return to the map. You can kind of see where we're at. If you go up here, you can click on your current game menu. You can look at all your options. Go in here, change your options in the game. You can also go over here and, well, your guide. And we can look at our diplomacy. I've destroyed everybody. Lets me know where I was at. So we go into this next one. It lets me know different commands that I can do if I want to get food, laugh, or taunt, or anything like that. And then, of course, we have here the game set up, which is nice. Here is our hierarchy tree. We can go in here and look at the different hierarchies that we've built, and we've maxed out everything on the tree that we're able to get. All these little X's that are right here, these are things that are not used for this civilization. So different civilizations will give you different things that you can use in the tech tree. Civilization VI has a similar type of tech tree that you got to build on, different type of game style. But there we are, Imperial Age. I can go to my. So we got some idle. All my idle folks. Can look at my map, different views of the map. Toggled on. Can look at the victory and the score. So my overall score. At 23 infantry, 24 cavalry, and 12 monks is what I had for military. It tells me what I can buy and sell food and wood for and stone. I had 9 miners, 20 lumberjacks, 7 farmers, 30 idle villagers, 15 trade units, and 10 active fishing ships. Just another way that we can kind of look around and see what we got in there, what we got going on. But let's go ahead and back out of this. Statistics. So this is the breakdown on the statistics. It's my overall score, my military build. I had the largest army. My economy. My economy was the biggest, plus I had the biggest trade profit, so that was good. Got me a lot of gold. Technology. So it lets me know 2651 is when I went to Feudal Age. You want to do that in about 10 to 11 minutes. Your 26 minutes, you definitely want to be in the Castle Age if you can. And then your Imperial Age probably in about the 30-minute range. So you can see that it took me a long time to do this, and this was on the easy level. So when you go on to the normal level, it's going to take forever to knock this out. All right, so we got a total society, total castles. No wonders this time. I built wonders before, but I got 3 relics captured. It was just the ones that I commandeered from the other folks. I had 93 villagers. I had the lowest relic gold because I got the aftermath relic gold. I'm sorry, there was 2 relics captured. I had 3. There's 1 castle versus there are 3 castles. Survival to finish, yep, because I didn't kill him out completely. But I got the winner. I got the most valuable player. And then ultimately I did get the best score. Timeline, this kind of lets you know how slow I started. And this gives you an idea how fast the AI really snowballs in the beginning. So unless you can thwart them, and I didn't really start battling them until about an hour and a half. So it took me an hour and a half to battle them. I'm going to start trying to expedite and get a faster gameplay in. And as I'd mentioned before, fast forward through some of the gameplay because you didn't need to be sitting through the whole time with me, especially when I wasn't talking. But hopefully you enjoyed this. David Hill, 1911, thanks for recommending this. You brought me back in time a little bit, and I greatly appreciate that. So that was really nice. So now I'm looking forward to playing some more games on here and doing a few more things. Let me know in the comments below what it is that you want me to do. What do you want? Do you want me to play more of this? Do you want me to play some Civ VI? I got a couple other games that I'm going to be posting up here pretty soon. I'll go back to some League of Legends as well. And yeah, we'll continue grinding out in the games and so forth. But in the meantime, I really want to thank you for joining me for the Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition on Steam. And we will see you on the flip side. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Put down comments what you'd like me to do. And then make sure you watch those videos and let me know if there's something in there that I'm missing that you would love to have. And until next time, thanks again for gaming with Geronimo. Peace out.